Hey there, I'm just checking in to see how you're doing today and to share some seated yoga stretches with you. So we'll do about maybe 10 minutes or so, and just want to talk a little bit about why I do so much yoga. I have had some brain and memory issues, so if you can relate to that, I have done lots of research on how to help improve that, and one of the things that helps me with this is to continue moving my body in some foundational ways. So this is why I wanted to share some seated yoga stretching with you today, and talk a little bit about the brain. So the brain, one of its main functions is to move our body. So I do seated yoga with some senior homes, and I notice that the seniors who continually move their body seem to have more sharpness, and so this is something that is of great interest for me as well. So I continue to find different ways to move my body, but also to challenge my brain. So I'll do one of those little challenges during our stretches today so that you can see what I'm talking about. So firstly, I just want to make sure that you are mindful and that you listen to your body. So with any kind of a stretching or exercise, you want to be sure that you are capable and that you are not feeling any tension, pain, having any issues. And if so, then just stop the movement and continue breathing. And so again, these will be very light movements, but again, I just want you to be mindful and listen to your body, okay? So many of our poses and our stretches in yoga have to do with the spine. And so this spine, as we know, the spinal column goes right up to the brain, so that fluid as well is very important. So moving your spine in those foundational ways really also is important. So I'll do a few spine movements today, and you can let me know how that feels. So I'd love to hear your comments. And so we're going to start to focus firstly on our breathing and to get into a nice grounded seated pose. So I happen to be sitting on the floor, but if you're sitting on a chair, office chair, whatever it happens to be, you want to take a little break and join me, that is fantastic. So just make sure that you're seated on both hips. I like to make sure that I ground myself right into my seat. I like to bring the shoulders back, chest is out, and almost pretend like there's a string pulling your head up towards the ceiling. So you want to have your chin parallel to the floor and get comfortable in your seat, all right? And now we're going to focus on the breath. So bring your attention to your belly. Inhaling, filling the belly with breath, almost like there's a big balloon in there. And exhale, pushing the belly button towards the spine. Exhaling all the breath out. Inhale, fill. Exhale, lift and push that breath out. So just continue with me, just working on that belly breath. I'll spend some more time talking about belly breath as we move along in our exercises throughout our practices. But it sometimes is a little bit tricky for people because we become reverse breathers where we actually do the opposite. So inhale, fill. As you do that, think of something that you want as an intention for yourself today. Maybe it's more gratitude. As you exhale, push out any anxiety or worry that you've had. Inhale, clarity. Exhale, confusion. Inhale, acceptance. Exhale, judgment. I woke up with some of those low vibrational thoughts today, so I thought that maybe it would be a good idea to talk about those and think about how I want to intend more positive and more acceptance, more gratitude, more clarity. throughout my day. So this is how I set an intention for myself through my practice, and then I think about it as I go throughout my day. So I invite you to join me with that as well. So we're going to focus first of all on shoulder rolls. So we're just going to roll the right shoulder forward. So let's just warm up, and 3, 2, 1. Let's do the opposite shoulder. Again, be mindful of what is comfortable for you. 2 and 1. Now let's take that opposite shoulder back. Just rolling the shoulder back. Great. And now the other side. 3, 2, and 1. Now how about we do the opposite side? So 1 and 1 forward. 3, 2, and 1. And now let's go backwards. Right, left. 3, 2, and 1. We'll come back to center. Keep breathing. Now let's bring those arms out to the sides, stretching those fingers out. And opening the hands. Open up your fingers wide. And now, as you exhale, form a fist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close the fist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close that fist. Now let's do some small circles towards the front. Again, keeping your spine straight, shoulders are back, head is straight, that chin is parallel to the floor, going forward. And now let's stop and let's go backwards. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to have a little bit of fun with our brain. We're going to keep the left hand going backwards and bring that right hand forward in a circle. Your brain doesn't like this, but that's okay, because the more we test our brain, the more neural pathways are built. So we're creating new synapses in our brain, and it's actually making us smarter. Fun, right? Okay, so now we're going to go the opposite way. So just switch, and now that left arm is going forward in a circle, and the right one is going back. Great. Wonderful. All right, let's bring them back out to the sides, and let's just bring those arms, the hands into the shoulders. Let's give ourselves a nice big breath, and exhale. Wonderful. Another big breath, and exhale. So bring those hands down to the knees. We're going to do a cat-cow here. So we're going to bring our arms out to the sides, almost like we look like a little cactus. All right? Inhale as you bring the shoulders back, chest is out. I like to bring my head back so that I actually look up at the ceiling, do a little bit of a back bend. Again, if you have any back issues, you don't want to do a back bend here. Inhale, exhale, bring those arms forward, head comes down, and we curl the spine so the belly button goes towards the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, close and curl. 4. Inhale, open. Exhale, close and curl. 3. Inhale, open and up. Exhale, close and curl. That's 2 and 1. Inhale, open and up. Exhale, close and curl. Wonderful. How you feeling? I hope you're feeling good. So now we're going to do a twisting pose. We're going to inhale and bring both arms up overhead. Keep the left arm up and bring the right hand to the, bring your, let's do that again. We're going to bring both hands up, and we're going to bring the left hand down to the side. So either hold on to your chair or I'm bringing it down to the floor next to me. We're going to bring the right hand to the left knee. And now we're going to inhale, bringing those shoulders up and out. As you exhale, turn towards the left. Now, if you're having any issues with your spine and back, you want to stick with us, you can just bring your hands under your chin and just do a slight turn to the left, okay? So again, whatever feels right for you. And so be mindful as I twist, I lift my head on the inhale, exhale, I like to go a little further into the twist. So inhale, lift, exhale, twist. 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Let's inhale, bring both hands up overhead, and we're going to bring the right hand down to the side, and the left hand now goes to your right knee. Inhaling, making sure your shoulders are nice and straight. Exhale, turning towards the right. And if it's comfortable, I like to look over my right shoulder. Inhaling as I lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. That's 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Let's take a nice breath here. Let's do the ball of fire. So we're going to bring both elbows up and we're going to bring hands towards each other, almost like there's a ball of fire between your hands, and you're going to try to push that in. Push it in as far as you can on your inhale. And if that's uncomfortable, you might want to just clasp your hands around your wrists. It's up to you. So inhale, push, keeping those elbows up. Exhale, interlace your fingers and try to pull those hands apart. Exhale. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Here's 4. Inhale, push. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push. And exhale, pull. Great. So now we're going to do a torso circle, which is great for the spine. I'd like to bring both hands to my knees. Take a nice deep breath, bring that chest out, shoulders are back, and now we're going to use the nose to just point forward, and we're going to just do some torso circles. So you're just going around in a circle. Remember those days of trying to do a hula hoop? That's what this reminds me of. All right, so we're just doing torso circles in one direction. Here's 3, 4, and 5. Back to center, and now we're going to go in the opposite direction. All right, so 1, keeping that spine, your back straight. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Voila! All right. So now we're going to just get into a bit of a relaxation pose. This was just a little bit of a, call it a 15-minute stretch. We're going to bring our arms up as we inhale. So inhale, arms up. And now let's just fold forward. So if you're in a chair, just folding forward, releasing, letting your head hang down over your knees. If you're on the floor, I just have my hands out in front of me, holding my body, my torso up. Connect with your breath. Inhale, exhale, we'll come back to sitting, and we're just going to bring our hands down onto our knees. and connect with our breath again. Belly inhale, fill with breath. Exhale, pushing the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, filling the belly. Exhale, push the belly button towards the spine. So just keep doing this for a few more rotations. As we do this, I ask that you just think about that intention that you may have set for yourself at the beginning. If you didn't, you might want to set one now. Something that you just want for yourself, something you want to bless yourself with today, something that you need more of today. Maybe it's compassion, maybe it's understanding, maybe it's patience, whatever that is. Spoil yourself with that today. And every time you're in a struggle or you're feeling irritated, connect back to that thought, to that blessing for yourself today. So I wish you a wonderful day, and just want to bring my hands up, do a prayer pose, and wish you